Good morning, almost the afternoon, YouTubers. There's your zip code, Farik, Mant Shaini. A little bit of different things going on today. For one, I'm talking differently, and I'm trying to give you a local flavor of the zip code area we're gonna be covering today. Also, I'm in my field office here in the 91745, still in Southern California, but I'm on a house sit. So today's zip code is in the state of Massachusetts. 02723 is what it is. It's one of the 5 zip codes covering Fall River, Massachusetts. That's spelled Falliver, Massachusetts. It's spelled that way, but it's pronounced Fall River or Far River by the people that live there. As most accents go, it's usually a blue collar accent. It's definitely a blue collar kind of town. Originally started out as a meeting place for a tribe of natives in the early 1700s, and from there, it went on to be some other stuff. Uh, as anybody familiar with the city probably knows, it was once called, and probably still is called, Spindle City because of all the textile mills that sprung up there because of the falls, after which the town is named on the Kekashan River. There are 8 falls there, and they provide an enormous amount of power. And all these textile mills were built in the early 1800s into the 20th century, and Fall River became known as Spindle City. It was second only to Manchester, England, as far as world production in textiles. That is, cloths and things for clothes and beds and what you name it, they made it. Fall River was at one time the only East Coast city to have exposed falls in its downtown. Those have since been covered up, and I think there was a plan afoot to eventually try and bring them out again, so as to get some revitalization of the town, because it's gone downhill in recent years. Even though there's still 94,000 people in the city, and 16,577 of them live in this zip code, it ain't too good right now. The median income for the area for the zip code is $43,142 per year. Not very high, just by either Massachusetts or United States standards. But there is a lot of pride here. Almost 40% of the zip code and of the city are Portuguese ancestry, and this is the ground zero for Portuguese American culture in the country, let alone the state of Massachusetts. But there is a Fall River accent that I'm attempting to replicate here in this video. First of all, it's considered a linguistic lasagna. It makes me hungry talking about it like that, but because the Portuguese, the Italians, the Puerto Ricans, you name it, all the people that came here to work, get their little piece of the American dream, came from all over the world. They came from New York City and throughout the country to work in the textile mills. And it resulted in what's called the Fall River accent, which is kind of a cousin of the Rhode Island accent, kind of a cousin of the Long Island accent. Kind of the very idea of the linguistic lasagna is just that was probably the contribution as well. There's a long list of people come from Fall River made it good, but I'm going to mention a couple lowlights here just because I almost can't let them go. First one is someone whose name is connected with Fall River and infamy. Yeah, her name is Lizzie Borden, and she was born and raised there, died there. She was convicted. She was never convicted. She was accused of the murder of her parents in 1892, and even though she was acquitted of it, she was never trusted again, and so she just was pretty much ostracized from society there. Another person that was born there, but good for Fall River, she didn't stay there, is Kimberly Clark Say, and she was born Kimberly Clark Fowler in 1973. She was known as one of the killer nurses. She was convicted of 5 murders of dialysis patients there in Texas, and there's another 5 attempted murders that she was convicted of as well. So she was, she's still in prison there in Lewisville, Texas. And a lot of the Fall River people that made it good of Portuguese ancestry, because that's who's here. Anyway, that's a little bit of a flavor. I hope I gave you something of it and didn't annoy you half to death in the process of the 02723 and Fall River. If you hit subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we hope to see you on the next video. Have a good one.